Yeah, it still looks like we're going to miss the worst of the weather, but the worst weather could potentially be catastrophic on the west coast where we have hurricane warnings. That hurricane warning has been extended, as Michael and Shannon mentioned, to Okeechobee County now as of 5:15, and we have a tropical storm warning along the coastline. So all over the Treasure Coast and into Palm Beach County, even Broward and Miami-Dade, tropical storm warning means tropical storm conditions are possible as we get into the overnight hours, and especially Wednesday and Wednesday night. There's a look at the storm. Winds at 120 miles an hour. The outer bands have been working through. Started last night through today. Waves of rainfall, some gusty winds, an isolated tornado popping up on the southwestern side of the state, but here it's been relatively quiet as far as tornadic activity. That tornado watch has been also extended into the Treasure Coast as of 5 o'clock, and these bands of rain will continue to intensify. We've had 7 and 8 inches of rain to the south around Miami, and each band can dump a quick 1 to 2 inches of rain. Right now, not a lot of activity on the radar. We had one cell that just worked through Royal Palm and through the acreage, and the latest on the storm, now we're going to get hourly advisories now, so the 6 p.m. advisory, winds at 120 miles an hour, expected to make landfall tomorrow afternoon as a Category 4 hurricane. Very similar to the strength and the position of Hurricane Charlie back in '04. There's a difference here, though. This storm has a much larger wind field. Tropical storm force winds stretch out far from the center, as do the hurricane force winds. And that track will take it very close to Orlando, weakening to a tropical storm as it loses its battery source, which is the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Here's a close-up look at the track, and as we've been mentioning all week, we could still see a track that shifts in this error cone with the center of circulation even a little farther to the east and to the south, moving into Okeechobee County and very close to Vero. That is a scenario. That is a possibility. It's unlikely, but it is a possibility. And considering that we've seen these easterly shifts, we're going to have to watch that closely. Tornado watch for the entire area, and there's a tornado warning down to the southwest of our area. That won't have any impact here. Probability of tropical storm force winds high now. Those are winds at 40 miles an hour stronger. Not damaging winds, at least structurally damaging, but you could see sporadic power outages. But the hurricane force wind probabilities have increased into the double digits now as we get into Okeechobee and the northern around Vero, Sebastian, and all the way down through Port St. Lucie, and that's what we'll be watching closely too. So that's kind of a South Florida view of things. I want to bring in James Wieland, who's going to concentrate more on what we can expect locally the next few days.
Yeah, we're going to time things out too. These are the tropical storm force winds and when they will arrive, the most likely time that they'll arrive, and they get bumped up a little bit earlier in time. Wednesday morning, probably early morning or so, we'll see that, and by Wednesday night, it's moving up towards the Cape that we'll see the tropical storm force winds. So what are you going to expect in your area? We'll go county by county here. Rainfall for Palm Beach County, we already picked up a couple inches, total 3 to 6 inches, winds 35 to 45. Stronger in any of those squalls that move on through. We could be talking about damaging winds in some of those squalls that will move on through, and some of them will get pretty nasty. But the sustained here, we're looking at 3 to 6 inches for Martin County, 40, 50 mile per hour winds. Again, peaking overnight tonight with the rain and tomorrow night with the wind. St. Lucie County, 4 to 6 inches, a little bit more, a little bit higher wind too for Indian River County, closer to the center of the storm. And Okeechobee County, well, you have the hurricane warning out, so you have a chance to see 75 mile per hour winds. Rainfall will be a big concern to us. That will arrive before the storm, and then once the storm lifts north, our rain chances drop. But you see we're in the level 3 moderate risk tonight and tomorrow, and then that generally lifts northward going into Thursday with a high risk there for central Florida. And you can see that's where there's the swath of 10 to even 20 inches of rain possible in that area. The severe weather threat, meaning tornadoes, gusty damaging winds in those squalls, we have it for today, or for tonight, tomorrow, and then it tapers off on Thursday.